Hello everyone, welcome back to another lesson. And in this lesson I want to show you another practical example, but this time we'll be using our pfSense logs, which is a firewall. So I went ahead and selected my firewall logs, and I see that I have the following results. And there's this interesting message here, right? Log into on console. And it tells us that someone logged in as root, right? Which is me. But assuming that as an organization you want to track everyone who logins to your firewall console as a root user outside of working hours, okay? So let's go ahead and see how we can do that. Let's go to our use case manager. Let's create an event, new detection, and log source type, pfSense, right? So let's give it a brief thought process here. So I want to emphasize the importance of using the funnel methodology. So first of all, we want to catch all of the events that are coming from our pfSense. So we've done that already. Now, I want to catch any authentication event to console. And because I already have this, I know the QID, the event, I can just go ahead and use this one. And sometimes when you are not dealing with a singular event, you would probably filter by category, right? By your category here. So you can go ahead and type category, and you can add your categories here, and then you can include many different kinds of events in one line. So let's go ahead and type in the QID of our console event. Click on add, submit. Okay, so now we are catching any event that is coming from the pfSense and is equals to login on console. But how can we basically apply this detection only outside of working hours? So we have a built-in test for this. It's called hours time. Yeah. So type in time, and you can see that you have after this time, and we should also have between. Yeah. So let's use this one. So let's assume our organization working hours are 9 to 5, right? It's pretty standard. So let's go ahead and select the start time, 9 a.m. At the end time, select 5 p.m. and change this to not, right? So what we're doing here is we're telling the detection to match those conditions only outside of this time range. And I recommend bringing this one a line further to the top right here, because this basically deals with a volume of logs that would be larger than our second line here, because time is not constrained by any log source type, right? Any event from any log source type has time. So this would actually filter out a larger volume of events if we've done this netgate pfSense in the first line. right? So performance-wise, it would make more sense to write it like this. So I'm not going to actually activate this detection because I'm currently within this boundary of time, so it's not going to detect anyway. But if I were to log into my console of pfSense after 5 p.m., this detection, assuming it would be running, would trigger an offense. So I just want to add a few more thoughts about our previous Sigma video, is that you don't have to use the Sigma rules as a detection base. Being more specific, you don't only have to use them for detection base. You can also use it for threat hunting, right? So assuming I would want to use the example I've shown you with the curl command, I would go ahead and select only my Windows endpoints, right? Microsoft Windows. And then I would say, give me only event IDs of 4688, which is process created. And then I would say, give me any event with a command line contains the word curl. So I have 3 events here, but I don't want to go one by one, so I would go ahead and aggregate based on command again. And now we can see all of the command lines in one singular place. And you can create a dashboard on this. You can create a report on this, which we will see on later sections of the course how to do. But this is a very, very simple, basic example of threat hunting. And based on your findings, you can decide whether or not to create a detection. But you can do it either from the get-go to create a new detection, or you can just do some threat hunting to see what findings you can find in your network. So that has been it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next section.